Hello everyone, this is your Crabden speaking. Welcome back to Everything is Crab. If this is your first time here, get ready, buckle up. This game is incredible. I am super excited to be able to show you guys the 1.0 version today. If you're seeing this when it comes out, the full game should be out within a day or so. If you're seeing it after, the game's probably already out. There'll be a link in the description to go check it out. Highly recommend, highly recommend. Also, the devs did something really cool. Something really cool in that because I played a lot of this game during the demo phase, I have my own feat here. The Crabton. This is I'm gonna have to change my profile picture to this because it's awesome. Special thanks to me. Shout out to the devs. Shout out to Secret Mode. Let's get into the game. Anyways, I played a few hours. It's quite good. I went through pressure 1 through 5 I've done so far. There are more unlocks to get now at different intervals of difficulties. In the demo, it only went up 10. It goes up to 20 now. There's a new final boss of the runs. There's also more challenges, and you get new evolutions as you go that we will get together, right? So let's start it off this way. I'm going to do a pressure 6 run, and we're going to show off some of the new stuff, some of the new things. Challenger is one of the new genetics that you could start with. If you haven't seen this game before, actually, I don't know because I have not tested this in the new 1.0 version, but previously, if you were to get to the first boss on the last run, you're able to use 2 of these genetics prior to selecting your character, so that's kind of cool. New challenger, and we're gonna go grandiose. Okay, all right, first I'm gonna show you guys the big stuff. I think being large is very powerful. Also, on difficulty 6 specifically is when you get random biome starts. So off we go. Again, if you haven't seen this game before, it's a mix of not bullet heavens necessarily, but like a twin stick action roguelike and Spore. It's really good. We're gonna pick from 3 things. And we're gonna evolve our guy, and we have to basically outscale the enemies. The combat's very tight, and it's very important to like not get hit. We're gonna take fur. I don't think fur's like the optimal play, but this is a max rarity fur. And we're starting in the cold biome, so it feels destined. Mushrooms have felt a little less punishing from the demo if you haven't seen that out. Oh, we got cheek pouch. We probably should win the run now. That has not changed if you're a returning viewer. Cheek pouch is obscene. I guess I should talk about how food works in this game. So, to level up, you need to eat food. Food is... There's other ways to get XP, but generally, you're going to eat food. Food you see on the ground, it takes time to eat food. Cheek pouch lets you store the food in your cheeks and eat it on the go. It is easily the most powerful thing to do in the game. That has not changed. Being able to level while moving is very, very powerful. Being stationary is bad. This is a game where you want to keep active. Keep very, very active. There's new events. Again, the runs, if you're coming from the demo, are basically where it's 1 boss longer, essentially. Like, you get a reward from the 3rd boss that would have been the end, and then there's 1 final boss. We have to pick a lane now. We want to be big, so I'm not going to take small. Beak is pretty good, but there's some other things down here I want to show off. We could take the fur level up, but I kind of want to lock in physical. I think we're gonna lean physical here if we want to be big. Now, if this is your first time watching, I just want to preface this. If this is your first time watching and you pick up this game and it seems very difficult, that is because the game is very difficult. Until you learn enemy attack patterns, you can expect to die fairly often, fairly early. Once you have learned them, and it's very satisfying to do so, the game becomes a lot easier, and you get to do wacky build things. Just very, very fun. It's honestly Honestly, one of the best games I played in a long time. And there's like a roadmap too. So they're not done with it now. Even though we're at like a 1.0 release, we're getting more stuff. If I remember, I'll show off what cosmetics are currently available, but there's more to unlock. All right, so attacks have been rolled. So these two, familiar, although Jaws does have a specialization, it's very powerful. We're gonna take Trunk, because I love this. This might be my new favorite attack. It's a slow swiping hybrid attack that takes your lowest stat between ability or physical. It's pretty slow, but it does up your feeding distance by a lot. So we have our stats up here. But big old sweep. And because in this game, size affects your attack size. Well, once we get big, this Trunk gonna be doing some work. It's going to be cleaving through the masses. I could take Chonky right here, and it would be good. However, I would rather take high rarity Chonky. I apologize to everyone who's seen like a billion of my videos of this game already, and I'm over-explaining stuff, but like, I'm hopeful that there's new people watching, because that's important. New people to the game. All right. This is the other thing that's going on. There's this carcinisation meter, which we're going to call your crabability. I don't know. I'm going to change it every time I play a video. Anyways, your crabability increases the rarity of food drops, which is extremely important for the purpose of leveling up. But they've balanced it in a pretty cool way. So one, enemies deal 10% more damage per crab point you have, right? Also, it adds new effects to the final boss. Now, personally, I don't really care. Let me get stronger and outscale the final boss is my strat. But, you know. Alright, I'm going to take Fur so we have max cold resistance now. We can actually just hang out in the cold biome. You'll get better food that way. From what I can tell, unless it unlocks later, the biomes are roughly the same as the demo. There's the plains, there's the desert, there's the snow. I can't believe I still get baited by these guys. Oh, he's an alpha. Oh, that's right. There's more alphas because of the perk I took. And there's the, like, ocean area. One thing I hope that comes in the DLC is we get, like, another biome. But for now, it's fine. All right, let's take Fur. Damage resistance to 26, plus that. Dashing now has a 20% chance to spawn food on the landing area. Double chance if leap was used. I think we could lean into that. I don't think wool's very good. And the other part of this game, like, if you're new to it, you're gonna make some freaks. You're gonna make some freaks. And it's fun. Alright, Stoner is not what I want. Even though it does, like, share the lowest ability stat with this thing, I think Stoner's still bad. They did improve it. They did improve it. It's not as bad as it was in demo. However, it's still not great. Basically, it just now has a big AoE. I'm gonna take physical. It's a lot easier to get ability power than it is physical on average. We swiping. So this has been like a... I don't want to say a bad start because we've maxed out... Cheek Pouch, right? But outside of Cheek Pouch, I don't think anything we've gotten has been particularly incredible. And we're about to come up on the first boss. Give me some regen. We're a freaky looking fox with a trunk. We got junk in my trunk and it's on my front. Carapace, no, it's gonna be a random ally. 10% abilities. Fine. I'm gonna get some more mushrooms. Ability up would buff our damage. But I think I'm gonna roll to try and get better hits here. It kind of sucks, admittedly. Shell? Shell? Another piece of crab? Alright. Boss time. I have resistance to the snow. They probably do not. I don't think. I actually don't know if Crabbaroo is resistant to the snow or not. I also don't know if tier 1 Crabbaroo will try and dance and like steal my allies. Tier 2 Crabbaroo will 100% try and steal your companions. Alright, get wrecked. We're about to die. We're about to die. We're at 1. We're at 1 and we're very slow. We died. That's rough. That's like my first death. Okay, well, it happens. Run it back. Again, the game is not easy. If you goof around, you're gonna have a bad time. Not really, but it's fine. All right, minimalist. Let's run this. Let's run this. What I was saying before about fur being not optimal. Very true. Wasting points on fur, not what I want to be doing. So I also tried the game on the Steam. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I still think I take Cheek Pouch over everything. But crab points are a big deal. I'm gonna try and roll, see if we can hit something here. We didn't. I still kind of want the trunk, even though the trunk, I think, is more of like a, once you've already gotten going, it's better. The increased feeding range definitely helps, especially with Cheek Pouch. I do want to run trunk. Revenge, elusive. Nah, we can do better. Cheek Pouch again. Okay, I'm just gonna same strat and just be more careful. Honestly, if I had focused more on the little guys instead of the Crabbaroo, I think it would have been fine. Sure, just max it out. Let's also get out of the snow so we can move around faster. So yeah, this is just difficulty 6. It seems like it's been beefed up a little bit. All right, I'm gonna take plated. The way plated works is every time you level up, you gain that much armor. It doesn't stack, which is important. Like, whatever your plated total is going into coming out of a level up, you'll go up to that. So not getting hit's not going to buff this. Stinger is very good. There's a new extremely powerful poison build that I will do a run with at some point. We're going to take Scavenger. Scavenger is just a very good thing. Now that the runs go longer, the evolutions that gain you more XP have become significantly more powerful. The Leech is not the one. I will take a random legendary. Okay. Scales it is. We're a scaly. Mushrooms. Mushroom spawn rate. We can do it that way. We have scales. Let's go get this guy. I should probably get an attack at some point. Or I could not, you know, whatever. Really don't want leash. I will take fish food progress. Fire hot. And that mushroom was poisonous. With 50% heat adaptation. It's not a lot. I'm gonna take the plated. It's gonna be tanky. I'm gonna wait for the heat wave to pass by. The game does do a good job of like hitting you with a tutorial for all of this stuff the first time you play. And you'll need it, because the frickin' you will probably die to the bees. The bees. The bees are everywhere. Spines? I don't have the achievement for reflecting a certain amount of damage. And I kind of like the way we look right now, so I'm down with this. The Crabton is out for victory. What did I take? I took minimalist and standard. Oh, that's why I'm not dashing. I am a silly goober. How dare he? Also why my punch is hitting so hard. All right, there's Trunk. I wanted Trunk. Get this out of here now. We're gonna be waving our thing around. I missed. And we're gonna make it huge. That's the goal anyway. All right, more heat resistance is nice. What's this? Question. That means it's gonna give us a lot of XP, but it's also probably gonna do something bad to us. It has made us deaf. Is that a random mushroom effects? At some point, I will be making dick jokes about the trunk. Just heads up. Not yet, but it will happen. Come on. All right. More mass. Probably a body slam's kind of good. Kind of really. I'm going to take more mass, though. We need our trunk to be bigger. The goal here is to get trunk to be big enough so that it just clears areas and one-taps them. And then we're just getting an insane amount of value. I do need to put dash on before we fight the boss. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then get a little bit more mass. 90 HP. Not terrible. All right, shell. We get damage resistance and heart crab. Huge win for us. Ow. If you're small with this guy, I think staying in close to him is better. If you're bigger, I still think staying in close to him is better. Trunk is not like a very good DPS attack, I will say that. He's stomping on me. It's just an AoE, you know, devastating AoE attack. I'll take one chunk. I think I need some ability power, though, yeah. But for now, I'm going to upgrade more mass so we get the big size increase and HP. Take fish food progress. I'm going to consume everything we can. We're going to need a branching evolution. These are mostly the same. If you checked out the last version of the game, the demo, I think there's one or two new ones, but for the most part, it's the same. Let me take arms. Arms is fine. Speed is definitely important in this game, so I think they got the balancing right with the branching evolutions. Most of them are about improving your speed, but improving your feeding range is also just like very, very powerful. And just whipping it around to one-tap guys is also quite good. I'm kind of surprised Trunk doesn't have a specialization, but I assume that's something that'll come with time. All right, Diurnal got changed as well. Just increases the duration of daytime and all the damage you deal during daytime. It's very powerful. It's kind of free. Like, everything's better for you during the day, plus you get more damage anyway. So, like, you want it to be day naturally. And there's sundials we can find in this biome that would make the day longer. All right, we definitely need to upgrade Trunk here. It has a good ratio. It has the feeding distance buff. It's just very strong. Keep on leveling up. The enemies get kind of crazy later on. Take Dexterous. Cooldown reduction is very good with Trunk. Just it's so slow. It's so slow. There's also some new evolutions or some new ultimates that are kind of insane. One specifically I think is just actually game breaking. I will take Pincer. I will leave Pincer up. I think that's going to help us more than the extra damage from Minimalist. He tried to fart on me. It's incredibly rude. Incredibly rude. I'll get more Pincer up. We need to get bigger, though, for this to work the way I want it to. Definitely take that, even though it's nighttime right now. And it's just free damage multiplier. Forager's great. Piscivore is fantastic. Piscivore, I have no idea how to say the word. Not a clue. Y'all have tried to tell me, but it won't stick, so we will make it up as we go. These guys need to learn that this is my food here, and they're infringing upon my food rights. Sharpen's not very good because we're not very predatory right now. I'll upgrade Chonky. That's terrible. That is golden food. No. Sorry, sir. That was mine. All right, arms up is huge. Ability power, physical power, and feeding range. At some point, you get big enough feeding range, you're just in a really good spot. All right, let's take more spines. We're pretty buff right now. 107 HP. We could get even larger, though. Trunk up again, or now just take arms. One of those mushrooms deafened us. It was probably this one I just picked up, so we're about to be deafened again. This is fine. This is fine. I take Antenna because it has the crab tag. Always take the crab tags. I mean, you don't always have to. Run variety matters, but I do think it's more fun to take it. I'm going to grab more plating. I think we have a lot of thorn stuff already, so it makes sense. I'm going to get ability power. I'm killing the guys I'm charming. I don't mean to do it. I just can't help it. I've got the bloodlust. You must understand. I have the bloodlust. It consumes me. And we are currently slower in the rain. This is an interesting one. I think I'm gonna take this upgrade again. It's like we're just really strong during the daytime. That cat ate that food so fast. Whoa, hey there, elite guy. Calm down. All right, attack area up. Let's go. Give him the clamps. Give him the clamps. Alright, hit me, whatever. Smack. Alright, cool. Branching evolution. They're fine. We kind of want speed. So it's probably just tentacles. I don't know if I want to reroll here. We want ability power and speed, so I'm just gonna take tentacles. It's fine. I think taking tentacles plus arms is generally not what you want to be doing. Because higher level tentacles can give you the same things as arms without the stat buffs. But, you know, you take what you're given. Alright, let's upgrade. Let's get chonky. Poison resistance, pretty good. Oh, your max HP is multiplied by your size value. Sure thing. And no negative consequences. They're at 182 now. Oh, that's a big fish. I'm gonna take a level. Tentacles up. He doesn't want none. And honestly, I don't feel like chasing him. Take damage resistance up because it seems probably like something we're gonna want at this point. Our heat adaptation's 85%, so should be able to handle the desert. 95%. Now we definitely handle the desert. Get out of here. What are you guys doing? Honestly, what do they think they're doing? Yo, it's a whole fish frenzy over here. I'm gonna upgrade Dexterous. I want the cooldown reduction. And I'm going to roll this. Or take regeneration. I'm gonna roll it. Feeding speed's probably fine. Alright. Let's spawn high rarity meat, and we'll see if we fight a boss with it. There's Jaws. Jaws is good, but we already have crab claws. It's fine. Let's take Scavenger. Ability power up. Did a boss spawn from that? Really no way to tell yet, because it's been non-stop leveling. Level up Pincer. Just keep swinging. The fat. We'll take the fat. A lot of fishermen here today. Alright, more plating. This is good. I'm sorry, I'm killing my family here. Nomadic? Okay, I found Nomadic to be extremely powerful. However, given what we're doing, I'm gonna upgrade Spines. And then I'm gonna upgrade Pincers. Yeah. Look at us go. Scales up? Okay. More damage resistance. Oh, I'm so sorry. He was my friend and I slew him. Alright, ability power, damage up. What's our stats? So we have more ability than physical. So we need more physical now. So we get the best out of Shrunk. But you also don't have to go like too crazy with it, right? Revenge is pretty good. Maybe one stat up. 15 max HP. Well, that probably couldn't have been better. Honestly. Get swiped. I love Shrunk. I love Shrunk so much. Stinger. Stinger is good. Stinger is good, but we do better. Yeah, more revenge. Revenge of the 5th. Is that today? No, that was yesterday. I don't know what days are days yet. I think he's fleeing from me. Like I did something wrong. It's like I did something wrong. Why is everyone so offended? Why is everyone always hating on me? Alright, more ability power, more cooldown reduction. Got it. Got it. Got it. Grand. Incredible. Sorry, little hat boy, you gotta die. Alright, pincers are max. They're not legendary, but what can you do? I'll take the rare version. Should be good enough. The fact that we're gonna have so much HP for the final boss. We have an elephant coming up next. I'm not too worried about the elephant. Not too worried about him at all. All right. Level up the fat. Finalize the fat. One thing too with diurnal increasing the duration of daytime, if you can hit a few sundials, you can make day last really long, and then you can take the scales specialization that gives you XP based on your heat resistance while you're in the sun. So there's some synergy stuff to be had. Right, spines. Applies a poison stack on contact impacts taken. Your spines are also triggered on dodge. I have 0%. We're gonna be poison. We're gonna be a poison boy. We ain't dodging. Carnivore. Yeah, carnivore is one you want much earlier on. Because so much of your food ends up being meat. Alright, Shelephant. If that is your real name. I think it is his real name. On contact hit taken, stun the attacker for 0.5 seconds. Sure. Scales with plating. We could go alpha. I do think alpha is very good. Barbecue slithery for the speed. I'm gonna take alpha. I just want to be big. I want to be big and sling my trunk around. I feel like that's not too much to ask for. Eat some more mushrooms, get some more XP, get alpha level up some more. Currently 200% sized. We're a family-sized Darwin right now. But I believe we could be larger. Jeez, I wish it was daytime. Alright, now we've got the next tier of enemies, which is literally mutant fishmen with spears. This is the uncharted territory that was not seen in the demo. Everything after the third boss. I think max HP. We're at 368. It's an absurd number. Alpha up again. Now we're at 215% size. We're getting big. There's a Krabby Beara. I don't really need to attack him. More eyes. Jaws. I'll spend 5 to get more eyes. 6% dodge. And the senses. For 5 DNA. It's kind of a steal. Alright, I'm gonna max out spines. Spines is a lot of damage now. Trunk. Level up the trunk. And ability power. And trunk. Now we start flopping our thing around. The way that God intended. Alright, we have an ult now. Roll. Those all sucked. Let's get the Cortex and unlocks cooldown reduction buff. Our evolution. Should use the proper terms. Greatly increase run stat. 10% social. Honestly, it's fine. See the number at the top left? It shows the number of enemies we can charm at once. It's based on your social. Oh, we got the Fergalicious. My humps. My humps. Purple nomadic. I know it's towards the end of the run here, but I feel like there's a good chance that we can just hit a couple of points of interest and have it pay for itself. At the very least. On the other hand, maybe not. Maybe not indeed. It's actually kind of wild. Alright, cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction reduced. Dodge and attack speed penalty is pretty good. We're just gonna keep leveling. Because we're right in the middle of it. In between swings. Pack damage. Oh, hell yeah. It's 5% damage for... I know it's 3% damage for each unit in your pack, which is kind of good. AoE. Oh, yeah. We're a grower. Now we are a shower. Oh, is it 6 damage per charmed animal? Okay. Seems good. Just swiping along. I want that crab hat that little guy's wearing. Spiky, return over 2,000 damage in a single run. This is one of the reasons I was doing it, because I knew I hadn't completed that. I still have to do a pacifist run too. Though I feel like most pacifist runs are a bit boring in contrast to regular runs. Poison resistance, sure. Meat and every mushroom I find. I'll pull it. I don't know if we're gonna need a boss, but I don't care. We did. I would say this is one of my weaker builds at this point in the game too. But at least we get to max out Trunk. That's a big trunk. Alright, the final boss, the Crabkin. It actually adds a new mechanic too. Cataclysm resistance. Reduces meteorite damage received during the Cataclysm event. This is what happens at the end. Meteorites start falling. And because we have this much crab, the crab's tentacles will now deal additional poison damage. But we are bigger and stronger and faster and bigger and stronger. Pressure 6, the highest pressure so far. The highest pressure. Continue. What do we unlock? Pressure 7. Bosses are protected at the start of the fight and after each enragement. Increased environmental damage. Oh, okay. We got some new stuff. Highborn. Highborn unlocked. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Can we see what that does? Oh, I can just go back here. Wait, hold on. We can go back to the codex and we can look at genetics and we can look at highborn. Minus 50% modifier to physical and ability, 50% to your nearby area, and nearby enemies take 50% increased damage. Oh, I see. I see. So you get reduced physical and ability stat, but your nearby area, which is like considered where you can like eat and everything, is increased by 50%, and those enemies that are nearby in that circle take 50% increased damage. That's really strong. Seems really strong anyway. So yeah, looking forward to that. Also, hold on. Cosmetics. Currently, there's these. More snail eyes to unlock. Ghost horns to unlock. Box turtle's carapace to unlock. Moose's antlers to unlock. And golden wings to unlock. And hopefully there'll be more as you go. But anyways, this game's fantastic. There's going to be daily content for this for a while. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If there's anything specific you want to see, definitely let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. It really helps me out, helps out the channel a lot. Go buy the game. It's awesome. And let me know if you guys want to, I'm sorry, I opened the wrong thing. Let me know if you guys want to see more regular runs or more challenge runs, and I will go from there because there's a lot to do. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Crabbed and out. Bye.